Hello viewers, welcome to another exciting edition on God's Eye, where we would be bringing you latest happenings around the globe. United States B-52 bombers, 60 warplanes fly near Russia and new join NATO exercise. Before we proceed, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the notification bell for latest updates. U.S. Air Force B-52 Stratofortress after being refueled from a KC-10 extender during a Bomber Task Force (BTF) mission on January 17, 2021, Chief Airman Aaron Laru-Jareski USAF. The U.S.'s B-52 bombers and about 60 other aircraft are taking part in his week-long NATO nuclear exercises starting Monday, amid the Russian threat of nuclear war. According to a statement from the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, NATO, 14 countries and up to 60 aircraft will participate in his nuclear exercise, known as Steadfast Noon. A NATO official said some of the exercises would take place more than 625 miles from Russia, he reported, VOA reported. NATO described the exercise as a regular repetitive training activity, unrelated to current world events. Belgium is hosting exercises that will take place from Monday 17 October until Sunday 1 October. 30. NATO said that training flights would take place over the North Sea and the UK. These exercises help ensure the safety, reliability and effectiveness of the alliance's nuclear deterrent, said NATO spokesman Onar Angescu. NATO calls these exercises routine, but they come at a time when Russia continues to pose a veiled threat of nuclear war. In a recent interview with Russian state news agency TASS, deputy head of the Kremlin Security Council Alexander Venediktov warned of the West's aggression against Russia over its war with Ukraine, which could lead to World War III. He argued that it would almost certainly ensure that for some reason, many believe that nuclear war can be fought domestically. He added, "We must not forget that a nuclear conflict affects the whole world, not just Russia or the West, but in general any country on this planet. It will be devastating for all mankind." Earlier this month, Russian President Vladimir Putin sent a nuclear-armed bomber to a key Russian military facility, where Russia holds some of its nuclear weapons. The move was another sign that Putin might deploy nuclear weapons. NATO will hold annual nuclear deterrence exercises, amid repeated threats from Russian President Vladimir Putin to use nuclear weapons. NATO Secretary-General Jens Stoltenberg told reporters on October 11, "This is a regular annual exercise to ensure the safety, reliability and effectiveness of our deterrence. It's an exercise. President Putin's veiled nuclear threat is dangerous and irresponsible," he said, adding that Russia knows it cannot win and fight a nuclear war. The annual exercise, called Strong Afternoon, involves 14 of his NATO personnel and aircraft capable of carrying nuclear weapons, but no live ammunition. Regular jets, reconnaissance planes and tanker planes also participate regularly. According to NATO diplomats, the aim is to ensure that affected alliance personnel and equipment are prepared for worst-case scenarios, and to provide alliance members with a peace of mind in the current environment. "We are keeping a close eye on Russia's nuclear arsenal," added Stoltenberg. "Russia's nuclear policy has not changed, but remains vigilant. But the exercise is consistent with Putin's recent escalation of threats to use nuclear weapons, despite Western warnings that such a move would have serious consequences. Instead, he warns the West that he is not a bluff. Russia's nuclear doctrine permits a nuclear attack after aggression against the Russian Federation, using conventional weapons, if the very existence of the state is threatened. According to the Federation of American Scientists, Russia has the largest nuclear warheads in the world, with 5,977, and the United States with 5,428. When asked if it was time to start such exercises, Stoltenberg said, "If we suddenly cancel long-planned regular exercises because of the war in Ukraine, it would be very difficult now. NATO is ready for any threat, any attack and nuclear threat. This was important before the invasion of Ukraine and even more important after that. Having strong deterrence and defenses in place will help reduce the risk of escalation," he added. NATO as an organization itself does not possess nuclear weapons and is controlled by 3 nuclear member states: the United States, the United Kingdom and France. In 2019, leak reports revealed the locations of US and NATO nuclear weapons bases at Kleinebergel in Belgium, Butcher in Germany, Aviano and Jeddah in Italy, Volkel in the Netherlands, and Incirlik in Turkey. The existence of the weapon stems from an agreement to contain the Soviet Union during the Cold War in the 19th